The Felidae family contains 40 species of wildcat, separated into 8 distinct lineages, and provides one of the most fascinating stories of evolution in the animal kingdom. The oldest split between all remaining extant species of cat occurred more than 10 million years ago when Pantherinae, containing the big five, split from Felinae, containing the rest of the felids. The Felinae subfamily then continued to diverge until around 1 to 3 million years ago, producing, among others, the caracal, ocelot, lynx, puma, and domestic cat lineages. In this guide, we'll explore each split in the Felidae family and the lineages and species these evolutionary divergences produced. Let's dive in. Panthera is the oldest and most distant lineage from our beloved domesticated cats. It contains the largest and frankly the most terrifying felines. This lineage contains 2 genera, the eponymous Panthera genus and Neophelus. Panthera is by far the most famous of all feline genera, containing the big 5 cats, which includes tigers, lions, jaguars, leopards, and snow leopards. Neophelus contains 2 species of clouded leopard who are significantly smaller than their Pantherinian cousins. The tiger is the largest cat on the planet, measuring up to 13 feet in length including its tail, and weighing up to 660 pounds. This species is split into 6 subspecies including the Bengal, Malayan, and Siberian tiger, with an additional 3 subspecies driven to extinction including the Javan and Caspian tiger. They have a large territorial range, inhabiting many different types of forest and grassland, and, like most wildcats, live a solitary existence. Tigers are found mostly in South and Southeast Asia, with a small population of Siberian tigers found in the mountain ranges of Far Eastern Russia and northern China. Both black and white tigers have been known to occur from pseudomelanism and albinism respectively. Unfortunately, tigers are currently endangered due to poaching and habitat loss, but a healthy population does reside in India where they are protected. The famously elusive snow leopard is the smallest species of the Panthera genus. They are found on the highest plateau in the world, the Tibetan Plateau, and regions further north in Mongolia and Siberia. It makes sense to assume that snow leopards diverged from regular leopards to create a super snow specializing species. But recent studies have shown that they diverged from tigers and that lions are more closely related to leopards. Snow leopards vary the altitude at which they live depending on the season, retreating to higher elevations in the summer where the temperature remains cool. Their thick, rusty white, black-spotted fur helps keep them warm in their snowy habitat and provides much-needed camouflage while hunting. Active mostly during the morning and evening, they prey upon mountain sheep, deer, goats, and smaller mammals such as marmots. There are currently no known subspecies of snow leopard, presumably because of its limited range. Lions are the second largest wildcat, weighing up to 550 pounds. They once roamed the forests of southern Europe and the Middle East, but are now restricted to the grasslands of sub-Saharan Africa and a very small population in India. Unlike most other cats who enjoy their own company, lions are pack animals and congregate in prides, which is advantageous for taking down larger prey. Lions have a unique appearance, being the only cat to sport a mane, which has been shown to be a factor for females when choosing a mate, with darker and thicker manes being the most popular hairstyle. The white lion is a rare colour variation caused by a genetic condition called leucism, which results in a loss of pigmentation. When not hunting wildebeest, zebra and buffalo amongst other animals, they can be found relaxing with their pride, which they do for up to 20 hours per day. Leopards occupy a similar territory to lions in Africa, but are also found throughout much of Asia as well. Male leopards can weigh up to 200 pounds, and although they are significantly smaller than both lions and tigers, they are famously agile and can hunt while leaping from tree to tree. The pattern of their fur is made up of black rosettes, which generally have no inner decoration. One of the most famous colour variations is the black panther, which is not a separate species. Excessive production of melanin causes the black pigmentation of fur, and although there are black panthers in Africa, the most common occurrence of this variant is found in South and Southeast Asia. There are 27 subspecies of leopard, making it one of the most geographically and visually varied felines. The Amur leopard, for example, lives in Far Eastern Asia. It has a darker coat and longer hair, giving it a similar appearance to a snow leopard. Jaguars are commonly mistaken for leopards due to their visually similar fur pattern. However, there are several distinct differences between the two species. Unlike leopards who live in Africa or in Asia, jaguars are found throughout Central and South America. These aquatically inclined felines can be up to twice the size, with males weighing up to 350 pounds. Their fur pattern also differs slightly, with spots inside each black rosette. Like leopards, they can also be subject to melanism, producing entirely black jaguars, also referred to as black panthers, leading to the further confusion between the species. They have adapted to living in the wet rainforests and wetlands of South America, including and especially the Amazon rainforest. Jaguars are excellent swimmers, consuming more reptiles than any other cat. They use their powerful bite and large canines to prey upon turtles and caiman. Like snow leopards, they are a monotypic species, meaning that there are no currently defined subspecies. The clouded leopard is the first of two species contained in the Neophelis genus. They are found throughout much of East and Southeast Asia and are significantly smaller than the big five cats, with males weighing up to 50 pounds. They are found in the woodlands and forests of South and Southeast Asia and are active mostly during the night due to overlapping ranges with tigers and leopards. Clouded leopards are solitary animals who are arboreal, living mostly in trees. They feed mainly on smaller mammals such as monkeys and squirrels, as well as birds, and have also been known to take down larger mammals such as deer. Their conservation status is currently listed as vulnerable, with less than 10,000 individuals remaining in the wild. The Sunda clouded leopard diverged from the clouded leopard around 1 to 2 million years ago and is found exclusively on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra. They are visually very similar to the clouded leopard, but are slightly larger and exhibit a darker fur. The puma lineage is one of the most interesting for its variation of physical characteristics. It contains 3 species, the cougar, cheetah, and jaguarundi, which are 3 very different cats. The cougar is one of the most famous of the cat species. It is well known in North American pop culture for being the largest cat species in the USA and Canada, and second only to the jaguar in the Americas. Cougars have a gigantic range from Canada all the way down to southern Argentina and Brazil. They are found in many different biomes, including various types of forest and desert, as well as high-altitude mountainous terrain. Physically, the cougar is a stocky and powerful animal, capable of taking down large mammals such as caribou and elk. They will also feed on smaller mammals such as rabbits, as well as birds. Cougars take an awkward position in the food chain. Possessing the power to kill coyotes and wolves, their cubs are often preyed upon by these animals for self-preservation. They are nocturnal and solitary by nature, although it is not uncommon to see them in small groups. The jaguarundi occupies a similar range to that of the cougar up to the Mexican-US border, where it extends no further. They inhabit different types of forest, shrubland, and desert, and are diurnal, hunting during the day and at night. Their appearance is somewhat similar to a large weasel, and their fur can be a deep reddish-brown or a dark grey. Weighing a maximum 15 pounds, jaguarundis are much smaller than cougars, with short legs and a long body and tail. Although they have been known to climb, they hunt mainly on the ground and are also known to be good swimmers. Thankfully, this lovable feline's conservation status is listed as least concern. The cheetah is the fastest animal in the world, with recorded speeds of up to 114 km per hour. They are split into 4 subspecies, 3 of which are found in Africa, with the remaining Asian population being located in Iran. Although these cats have long limbs to help propel them in their predatory chase, their maximum average weight is around 120 pounds, making them around half the weight of a leopard. A cheetah's diet is primarily made up of medium-sized ungulates, such as gazelles and impalas, who have also evolved to run at high speeds. Because of their size, prey is often poached from cheetahs by larger animals of the savanna, such as lions and hyenas. Although they can be solitary, they are mostly found in groups known as coalitions, and are active during the day and the night to avoid conflicts with larger cats, such as lions and leopards. The lynx lineage is one of my favourites. These beautiful creatures have short tails and shaggy fur, and are well adapted to their typically snowy, mountainous environment. It is made up of a single genus, the lynx genus, which is made up of 4 species. Although they are visually very similar, their territories are distinct with the exception of a small overlap between that of the Canada lynx and the bobcat. It is not uncommon to see groups of lynx hunting together, although these animals are mostly thought of as reclusive. Similar to the caracal, all species of lynx have tufts of hair on the ends of their ears. The Eurasian lynx is the largest of the 4 species, and by some considerable margin. Males can weigh up to around 80 pounds compared to the other species in this lineage, which weigh around 35 pounds. They come in 2 colour variations, exhibiting either a reddish-brown or grey coat. The distribution of the Eurasian lynx is vast, roaming mountainous regions as far west as Norway and Germany, as far east as Siberia, and as far south as the Tibetan Plateau. They are active during early morning or late evening, and live mainly in temperate and boreal forests where they feast on small mammals such as hares, rabbits, young deer, foxes, and boars. They are generally not preyed upon by other animals, although they have been known to run into wolves, wolverines, and, God forbid, the odd Siberian tiger. The Iberian lynx is one of the most threatened members of the cat family. This species is endemic to the Iberian Peninsula, which contains the countries of Spain and Portugal, and up to 2002 was on the verge of extinction. However, thanks to valiant conservation efforts, their population rose from 94 in 2002 to 326 in 2012, and their future is now looking much brighter with a population of over 1,000 in 2021. They are found only in small isolated regions of southern Spain, where they feed almost entirely on the European rabbit. The Canada lynx occupies the boreal forests of Canada, Alaska, and some of the northern states of the contiguous US. In terms of its evolutionary path, it is one divergence removed from the Eurasian and Iberian lynx, which makes sense based on their difference in domain. They are typically very similar in colour to their European counterparts, but have also been known to exhibit a bluish-grey hue. Canada lynx feed almost exclusively on snowshoe hares and have developed long hind legs and huge paws which help them hunt in the snow. Consequently, areas with large populations of snowshoe hares see larger populations of the Canada lynx, and their activity level also matches that of their prey, being active mostly at night. Bobcats occupy the southernmost range of all lynx species, with their habitat stretching as far south as Mexico. They are the smallest species of the lynx genus, with males weighing no more than around 33 pounds. Their coat also varies from a reddish-brown to a grey, with darker spots and streaks distributed throughout the coat for camouflage. They are found mostly in woodlands, forests, and mountainous terrain, and, much like the rest of its genus, the bobcat survives largely on rabbits and hares, but is also known to hunt larger prey, such as small deer. Bobcats venture as far south as Mexico and as far north as Canada, often overlapping territory with the Canada lynx. The cats of the caracal lineage are found mainly in Africa, but roam as far east as southern Asia as well. This lineage contains 2 genera. The caracal genus is split between the caracal and the African golden cat, whereas Leptailurus contains a single species, the serval. The caracal is the only species from this lineage to be found in Asia, with a range extending as far east as India and as far north as Turkmenistan. Although much smaller, the caracal is similar in appearance to a cougar, with a reddish-brown coat and no markings. Like the lynx family, they also exhibit tufts of hair on the tops of their ears, which they have been observed using to communicate by bobbing their heads from side to side. Caracals are famously agile and have been known to perform impressive gymnastic-like stunts while catching birds in mid-flight. They are found in forests, grasslands, and desert ecosystems, and are also known as the desert lynx or the Persian lynx, being found throughout much of the Middle East. The African golden cat is exceptionally rare and occupies a small range in the rainforests of Central and West Africa. They are mostly golden in colour, although some have been observed with a grey coat, and spotted markings are present on some of these cats on the underside of their belly and the backs of their legs. Servals have the longest legs of all cats relative to body size and weigh no more than 40 pounds. They have a unique appearance not too dissimilar from that of a cheetah. They exhibit a light yellowish fur with clearly defined black spots and stripes, in addition